Hi, davidinark here, and today HighDef is going to be helping us take a scenario from one map, put it onto another, customize it, and then show us how it works.
Right, so what we're going to do is extract the supercar rally scenario on Jungle Rock Island. So if you go to levels and find Jungle Rock,
Okay.
and then under scenarios folder, find what's it called? 320 rally.
Okay. So
we want both of those, and we want the package file, which is the prefab, in the other folder.
Oh yes.
Just one at a time.
Okay, that's fine. So
So what map should we use? Should we just use something like Small Island because it loads quickly?
okay, that sounds good. So we're actually going to take
your own level.
But we're going to take an existing scenario from one map and actually use it on a different map.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, so let me.
It literally is not tied to any level. Any of this you can put anywhere on anything.
So I'm going to copy these out of this zip file, and then I need to put them into my levels folder. Oops, I'm in the wrong place.
Yes, you'll need to get.
So I'll have to
make a folder for small_island. Again, if you're unsure what the levels are called, you can go into the game directory and look at the zip folder names to see what they're associated as.
What happened to my other? What happened to the scenario we created last time? Oh, yeah. You're right. I remember. Okay, I remember. Okay, so this is.
Oh my God, where's it gone? Yeah, I've been there.
Okay, so this we're calling this one what? I'm sorry.
The level, Small Rock Island, is called Small_Island. Like the cars, some of them aren't associated what you'd expect.
Yeah, with what
like
you think.
The port is called. Oh no, the level that the first level they released that's got the little racetracks on it. That's actually called Industrial.
I need a scenarios folder in Small Island. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and then in here is where I will paste those two files, and then we come back over to here, which I could use just back. Let's say content, levels, and we're getting it from Jungle Rock, levels, island, scenarios. Oh no,
it's not in scenarios.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's back
we're
here.
Packaging it together because we're trying to be tidy. I'm not sure why they had to package them out of the scenarios folder, but maybe back then when they made this level, that was the way you had to do it. But right now, you could move them all into there, and it would still work fine.
Okay.
So yeah, we want the same named file, but the prefab, which is telling it what it's made up of, like what cars, what items need to be present.
All right, and then we'll go back to levels, Small Island, scenarios, and paste the prefab into that scenarios folder.
Yep, because it will load it from. It will read the prefab file from anywhere in your level folder, as long as it's in the level folder.
Okay. Next.
So, right. So we need to open the. Well, first we need to rename everything. So let's just make it David's Rally or something.
Sure, why not? All right. Oops. Okay.
Right, so now open the JSON file. This is the file that tells it what it is, what's happening, and as you can see, there's not a lot here because it is the most basic of scenarios. We do need to change our name and description.
Okay, and I'm assuming apostrophes are okay in there. I don't really know.
Yeah, apostrophes are fine.
All right.
In fact, anything's fine between two commas, two quotes.
Or something, I don't know. I get 0 points for creativity. Okay. All right. Okay, so at this point, I just leave this alone, or do I need to modify any of this?
Yeah, so that's just telling it more information to display on the menu, and then lap config is telling it what waypoints that you need to go through in what order in order to complete the scenario.
Oh, okay.
There's no special conditions or anything at the moment. It's just you need to get there.
Okay.
Simple as. So we'll go with that for now. If you'd like to save and then bring up the prefab.
All right, we'll bust open prefab.
So we can see here we've got some concrete barriers which they've used to corn off roads that you're not supposed to go down, which we can do. So at this stage you can delete them and put in new ones, or you can leave those in there and move them into place. But it's more than likely, because we've bought them from another level, that they'll be like 20 miles off in a random direction somewhere.
Okay. So our
Which
best
is
bet...
fine. It's just it's a little awkward to bring over sometimes.
Sure. So actually, our best bet would probably be just to delete them then, right?
Yeah, you may as well delete everything apart from the player.
Okay.
So if you scroll to the bottom, you'll probably see him. But you can scroll whilst you're selecting like this, so it's be a bit more accurate.
All right, so I'm just grabbing
and it'd
all
be a lot
these.
quicker as well.
Okay, so now these are checkpoint things. So am I deleting those as well?
No, they're still TS statics, which means they're objects. It will say BeamNG waypoint when you get to the waypoints.
All the way down to say here?
Not the waypoints, to just above at the top there. See it says BeamNG waypoints.
Yes. Okay, so you got to be careful. Oh, I see. Wait. There's several in here, so you have to be careful because they're static. There's
that's
static
the
option. Okay,
object,
so
yeah.
All right, so hang on. So the waypoints I don't want to get out. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Then delete that lot.
Boom. Okay.
There we go. So now we just have the waypoints and the player and the start-finish line.
Okay.
Which you could keep it now, I guess, if that is what that is. I think it is. Okay, so you can change the vehicle if you'd like. See if you remember how to do that.
Well, I'm looking for my player. Where's my player? Forgive me, folks, while I'm lost. Okay, player. Part config. I don't see where my car is, though.
Under J-Beam.
Oh, Super? That's the name of the car?
Yep. Yeah, because that helps.
Okay.
That's the Civita Blade.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Holy cow. Okay, so let's just say for the sake of argument, I wanted to do the Sunbeam. I'm guessing it's probably not called the Sunbeam.
Sunburst,
Sunbeam, I don't know, whatever. Is it called Sunburst? That would be handy. Probably not.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you. And then obviously the part config, I can't do. That's not going to be right. So for that, if I wanted to go find the rally one, I would have to go back to the content, vehicles, and then I would have to find Sunburst alphabetically. Here we go. And then I would pop in here and find the name of the particular one that I want, which is...
If you arrange by type,
okay,
and then all of the files that are called PC files, which stands for part config, if you scroll down, those will be all of the configs you can select by putting them into that.
Okay, so I could do rally_DCT. So we come back over.
It's called rally or DCT, yeah. That's caught me out a few times.
I'm sorry?
So all the other cars that have a rally config, they just have rally.pc, and this car's caught me out a few times because you have to stay which one, whether it's a sequential or the DCT box.
Oh, so then, okay, so this is still Sunburst, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this, however, is rally_DCT PC.
Yep, that's it.
And then I'm just going to leave the colors, whatever they are. I don't care.
Yeah, well, it's got a spin on it anyway, so you need to, otherwise it looks strange.
All right. Okay.
Right, so save this.
All right. Save that. And
then close, well, just minimize Notepad.
Okay.
So we'll still need that. And then load BeamNG.
We go to play, and we go to scenarios, and now there should be David's whatever thing. So I should be able to search for David's rally scenario. Yay, look at there. And then we play that.
Okie dokie. Yep.
And this will be fun because it's going to have waypoints that are all over a different map. Oh, well, that's also fun. Yahoo! That's awesome. There you go. Enjoy the race.
Placing us in the position from the other map.
Yes, exactly.
So, doesn't matter right now, but
No.
what I like to do is press R and then pause really quickly, so it pauses you right at the start point. Yeah, just keeps you out of the way then. Okay, so if you bring up the editor, car aerial waypoints over there.
that's oh, that is so funny. I love that. Yeah, let's just drive through.
You can do that with the. You can use waypoints like that for aerial missions with planes and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, to line you up and get you down into a runway and to do a landing.
Yeah. Okay.
Explained last time, but we missed it. If you click on the car now, because that car is spawned in by the scenario, it will bring up the scenario package in the tree.
Mm-hmm. And then
So you'd have to scroll through looking for it. Okay, so unpackage it.
Unpack. Okay.
And then what are you going to do?
And then after you unpackage it,
No.
you have to come down to one of these things here, prefab file name, and delete the file
That's
name.
correct.
Look at there.
Make
See?
sure you do that, or it will bug out. You have to do that. Into
Awesome.
the habit, folks and ladies.
That's right.
Right.
Listen. All right.
Oh, ladies can be folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So, so we want to place everything in an appropriate position. So, yeah, pick a starting position where you'd want it to start and place your car there, and then one by one lay out the waypoints to the route that you want him to follow, or the player to follow. I mean, could be a girl as well.
All right. So just for the sake of argument, come back here. I'm getting there, folks. Just bear with me.
Remember, you can use the align to terrain tool to just move it one little bit, and it'll stick it to the floor.
Do what?
Which is at the top middle, the button that's got the picture of a magnet with the mountains behind it. There. You press that, and then move anything one little bit, it will put it straight to the terrain.
Oh, well, look at there. Okay. I obviously either didn't realize that or forgot it from the last time.
You forgot it. From episode
Thanks.
1 or 2, I believe.
Appreciate that. Okay, so once again, like we did before, we kind of actually put it a little in the ground, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be, but it's better to have no damage than some drop damage.
Okay, and then just for the sake of argument, I want to... Okay, so we're going to start here. And,
Cool.
And assume that my wheels are not going to be stuck in the ground. Okay.
Now, waypoint preference is really down. Waypoint placement is really down to preference. I mean, some people have them miles away from each other. Some people have them where they don't even make sense, so that you don't know which direction to go to get to the right one. And some people have them every 10 meters, like the drive the pigeon.
Yeah.
There's like 5 waypoints, but they're all like. To be honest, I think that's depending on what feel you're going for. I think that's quite an arcadey feel, and I get that, and I like that. But I tend to prefer to put waypoints when they're necessary, so they act just like a sat nav.
Yes.
So you get to a junction, and there's a waypoint telling you which way you need to go.
Yes. See, and that's exactly where I sit. Which if those of you watching this, if you've seen me playing other scenarios, you know one of my biggest pet peeves is when you don't have waypoints telling you where you need to go before you get there. You know what I mean? Like if there's a fork in the road and the waypoint is way off to the side, so you're not exactly sure which waypoint unless you stop your vehicle and look around, or if you've played the scenario 900 times, you know, it's like, okay, that's not really helping me. You know, give me some direction. Now, like you said, you know, driving the pigeon, it's fun, but you know, when you bring it up and there's 56 waypoints, you're like, holy cow. But then you realize, you know, they're all 10 feet apart. So, hey, you know, it works. All right. So basically I'm just going around.
I think I think it occludes the driver's vision. You just constantly got red barriers and you can't really appreciate the where you're going.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I don't like them that close together.
Whoops. Oh, here I am. So we just move these around. See, and to me, this is one of those things where, I mean, there's not really a need to have waypoints along this particular road, or too many waypoints along this particular road, just because it's the only road. You know what I mean? Now, if I were taking you off-road, then yeah, I'd need you to, you know, I'd have to guide you that direction. But for this particular instance, you know, I could do this just to say, okay, you know, here, fine.
If you needed it to be complicated, you could put in the introduction information that you'll be going off road, so make sure you look out for waypoints. But because you haven't, and this is just a road driving scenario, you wouldn't need to worry about that. Right. I don't think so, anyway.
Right. You know, I mean, other than to give people that kind of satisfaction of passing a waypoint and getting the little reward sound, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's no telling where these waypoints are. Way out here somewhere. Which so what I'm trying to do, since, you know, I mean, I know we're just goofing around, I get you, but I would like to eventually get off road, but I guess the only way up to this dirt track is all the way around that corner, but that's okay. So once again, for the sake of playing around, we will it's funny how far off you are when you don't realize how far off you are. Where is this thing?
I would try and avoid using the white square for moving stuff.
Oh, there we go.
I always try and use one of the three axes. Otherwise, you can end up moving it in completely the wrong direction without it really being obvious.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. All right, so there's another one there. Do you want it or don't you? Okay, so for the sake of argument, I'm just going to do 7, so I'm just going to take these out. Or I can't, can I?
You can do.
Okay. So we'll have 7.
You can have as many or little as you like.
Well, I wasn't sure, since we had brought this in from another package, if it was going to still be looking for 8 and 9. But
it will be, until we tell it not to.
Okay.
So if you want to change the amount of waypoints that come with the one you've cloned from, you have to go into the JSON where it's got the waypoints listed and just remove the ones that you've removed, or add in the ones that you've added. If you duplicate something by holding shift and then moving it, it will make a fresh duplicate and it will add on the number. Say you duplicated waypoint 7 now, it would name it automatically waypoint 8.
Oh, okay. So I can go into the JSON.
We're removing, so
I can go in here to the JSON, take out 8 and 9, save that.
And now it will only require you to go through up to 7 for you to complete the scenario. See below the waypoints, there's a TS static. I think you can get rid of that. That's just a static object that was left over on the other scenario. Okay. So now if you package this.
So we're going to right click and pack the refab.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes in my...
Need to overwrite the existing prefab, which is in the scenarios folder.
Oh, I'm in the wrong level. So levels, small island, scenarios.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Prefab, save, and overwrite it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So.
And wait for it to package.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And then close BeamNG. Just bring up BeamNG and make sure that the scenario loads.
Okay. So we're going to go back into BeamNG and scenarios, and once again I will look for the one that I called it. Play that, and then we'll see.
So when it starts, take a screenshot to make a thumbnail.
With this cover here too, or should I?
Yeah, just press escape.
Okay. And then we'll go to the camera mode.
That's it.
And oh, I see. Yeah, because it's going to take that off. So just for the sake of argument, we'll do this, and then
put the field of view down a touch. Yeah, that's better.
That works.
And then yeah,
take
good
a
to
picture.
go, I guess.
Just, yay, we have a picture. And get out of that. Ooh, that'll make you seasick. Okay.
Okay, give her a go.
There we go. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yay. Nope. I can't go anywhere. Can't get anything. Uh-oh.
You're paused.
Oh, well. That'll do it. Why am I not driving?
Press restart.
Sorry.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wigs out sometimes when you faff with it to start with.
Okay. Well, that's davidinark. That's me driving. Welcome to the channel. Alright, fine. Jeez.
You need to set up a fund me to get you a steering wheel that's like really nice. And then you won't want to use anything else.
Well, if I would just use the steering wheel I have, then, you know, which I've played with it a little while.
You should.
But I will tell you, the big problem I have is I just don't have the space for it. So, but...
yeah, good point.
But I am getting a new, I'm getting a new microphone and scissor stand, so hopefully that will free up some space and I'll be able to put my steering wheel back into place, so.
Okay.
Yahoo! Alright, so we definitely know that it's working. I'm passing through the, whoops, various checkpoints. Oh, Jiminy Cricket, man.
Boing, boing.
Hi, folks. This is davidinark screwing up his own scenario.
There you go, nice.
Oh.
Oh, that was looking good.
Man, that was so close. Ah, oh well. So anyway, we'll cruise up here. What the? Okay, what the? Wait a minute. We'll call the. We'll call the winch crew. There we go.
Yeah.
Yay! So there we go.
So now you've completed the checkpoints. It should say, "Yay, success!"
You win, although we don't know how. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, that's just like the most basic of scenarios, and that's all there is really to making them.